Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save it as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks, and let you know when we go live and be live. Also, you mentioned no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Albert Pujols, 87/99. Edgar Martinez, 8/49. Jason Chourio, top 100 die cut, 3/3. Carter Holton, 16/49. Eddie Reinders, 40/49. Top 100 die cut, Noah Schultz, 23/25. And Seth Hernandez, 1/1. Eduardo Tate, 48/49. Mike Schmidt, 7/25. Dean Moss, 6/6. Brady Ebel, 1/1. Lazaro Montez, 6/25. Carson Benj, 1/1, top 100. And Tyler Bremner, 1/10. Box number 3. Lazaro Montez, 71/99. John Kruk, 8/99. Ethan Petrie, 13/15. Nolan Souza, 29/49. AJ Gracia, 8/8. Top 100, Carson Benj, 1/1. And Zaire Hope, 14/25. Juan Nunez, 3/99. Antonio Sasaki, 46/49. Anderson Brito, 2/49. Fredton Arias, 4/35. Kalen Culpepper, 9/10. Kellen Lindsey, first round gems, 12/15. And Samuel Basallo, 9/10. Vaheva Aloy, 57/99. Malcolm Moore, 9/49. Cal DeBarge, printing plate, 1/1. Levi Sterling, 3/10. Liam Peterson, 2/35. Luke Holman, 5/10. And triple auto, Tim Raines, Vince Coleman, and Otis Nixon, 6/10. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those three guys. Halfway point, box number 6. Griff O'Farrell, 49/49. Wyatt Sanford, 48/49. First round gems, Cash Mayfield, 2/25. Top 100, Trey Savage, 49/49. Caleb Lomovita, 6/15. Alejandro Rosario, 67. And dual auto, Dontrell Willis and Livan Hernandez, 3/5. Dylan Dreiling, 78/99. Drew Burris, 7/99. David Shields, 14/15. Belden Celestine, 13/25. Caden Bodine, 1/5. Eric Gagne, 2/6. And James Tibbs III, 29/35. Box break. Cam Caminiti, 87/99. Spencer Jones, printing plate 1/1. Jamie Rodriguez, 4/15. Dylan Dreiling, 15/49. Braylon Dowdy, 23/49. Dylan Cruz, top 100, 10/15. And Ethan Conrad, 2/15. Miguel Blaze, 26/99. Kellen Lindsay, 68/99. Luis Morales, 34/35. Trey Phelps, 1/1. Juan Nunez, 46/49. Daniel Savet, 60/25. And Jesus Mate, top 100, 34/49. Box of 10. Johnny Damon, 53/99. Walker Yanek, 26/49. Owen Hall, 27/35. Peyton Toll, 23/35. Quinn Young, 1/8. Ryan Sloan, 1/4. And Rentaro Sasaki, die cut, 5/10. Cash Mayfield, 63/99. Jefferson Rojas, 22/25. Hagen Smith, 15/49, top 100. And Brandon Sproat, 1/1. Bryce Rayner, 14/15. Christian Moore, 5/49. And caught looking Goose Gossage, die cut, 7/10. And final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Seaver King, 2/49. Jesus Mate, 50/99. Walker Yanek, 7/25. Theo Gillen, pretty play 1/1. Seaver King, first round gems, 15/25. Ryan Waldschmidt, 30/49. And Travis Bazzana, 10/15. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Albert Pujols, Edgar Martinez, Jason Churio, Carter Holton, Eddie Reinders, Noah Schultz, Seth Hernandez, Eduardo Tate, Mike Schmidt, Dean Moss, Brady Ebel, Lazaro Montez, Carson Benj, Tyler Bremner, Lazaro Montez, John Kruk, Ethan Petrie, Nolan Souza, AJ Gracia, Colt Emerson, Zaire Hope, Juan Nunez, Rentaro Sasaki, Anderson Brito, Franklin Arias, Kalen Culpepper, Kellen Lindsay, Samuel Basayo, Faheba Aloy, Malcolm Moore, Kyle DeBarge, Levi Sterling, Liam Peterson, Luke Coleman, Griffo Farrell, Wyatt Sanford, Cash Mayfield, Trey Savage, Caleb Blomavita, Alejandro Rosario. Dylan Dreiling, Drew Burris, David Shields, Felon Celestine, Caden Bodine, Eric Gagney, James Tibbs, Cam Caminiti, Spencer Jones, Jamie Rodriguez, Dylan Dreiling, Braylon Dowdy, Dylan Cruz, Ethan Conrad, Miguel Blaze, Kellen Lindsay, Luis Morales, Trey Phelps, Juan Nunez, Daniel Savet, Jesus Made, Johnny Damon, Walker Yanek, Owen Hall, Peyton Toll, Quinn Young, Ryan Sloan, Rentaro Sasaki, Cash Mayfield, Jefferson Rojas, Hagen Smith, Brandon Sproat, Bryce Rayner, Christian Moore, Goose Gossage, Seaver King, Jesus Made, Walker Yanek, Theo Gillen, Seaver King, Ryan Wald-Schmidt, Travis Bazzana. And headed to random.org, dual auto, Dontrell Willis and Levon Hernandez at a 5. And triple auto, Tim Raines, Vince Coleman, and Otis Nixon. 6 of 10. Alright, that is it for baseball. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Monday. Spending a little bit of your morning with us and starting your week off right, hopefully. Gonna head to random.org real quick and knock these two out. And then we're on to 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football in a few minutes. Have that good to go as soon as we finish up here. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Gotta through a high to be valid for us. Gonna go 9 times on each random, starting off with Dontrell Wells and Levon Hernandez. That is 8 times. Final roll. Dontrell Willis coming out on top. Congratulations. And next up, Tim Raines, Vince Coleman, and Otis Nixon. Triple auto. That is 8 times. Final roll. Tim Raines coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, we're on to 2025 Leaf Pro Set Metal Football here in a few seconds. Gonna get that set up and good to go. And we'll be back with you momentarily. Alright, welcome everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. On B, today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Pro Sentimental Football to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we can live and eBay live. Also, your admission no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Caden Salter, get us started, 14 to 25. Jaden Blue, 3 of 49. Odell Beckham Jr., 14 to 49. Curtis Rourke, 14 to 49. Julian Edelman, 31 to 49. Jared Curtis, 6 of 10. 2 of 8. Charles Haley. Jalen Daniels, 3 of 3. Gerard Pringle, 2 of 15. Victor Osa, 6 of 7. And Omarion Hampton, 1 of 20. George McIntyre, 6 of 25. Dalton Kincaid, 5 of 15. Roger Staubach, 3 of 15. Jonte Wester, 6 of 7. Dante Hall, 2 of 10. Woody Marks, 1 of 3. Eugene Wilson III, 1 of 20. Pro Set Platinum from Marcus Harris, 18 of 25. Jamarian Miller, 25 of 25. Braylon Russell, 7 of 15. And Dylan Gabriel, 8 of 25. Faison Brandon, 14 of 25. Raheem Sanders, 2 of 49. Katron Allen, 4 of 5. Cam Coleman, 6 of 10. Dylan Gabriel, 38 of 49. Xavier Restrepo, 9 of 9. Caleb Jackson, 1 of 3. Jake Brenningstool, 3 of 10. Jackson Arnold, 1 of 1. Raheem Sanders, 4 of 5. And Jeremiah Love, 9 of 15. Sam Levitt, 16 of 25, and Dylan Gabriel, 23 of 25. Lenore Sellers, 23 of 25. Jordan McLeod, 36 of 49. Peyton Thorne, 1 of 1. Braden Powell Nicolosi, 33 of 49. CJ Donaldson Jr., 4 of 10. Kyron Drones, 3 of 10. Tyron Tracy Jr., 7 of 9. Tavi Walker, 19 of 25. And Bob Greasy, 9 of 20. Tetaro McMillan, 22 of 25. Le'Veon Moss, 6 of 7. Jaden Daniels, 19 of 25. Art Monk, 26 of 49. Bobby Hebert, 20 of 49. Ollie Jennings, 10 of 10. Caleb Winslow, 1 of 5. Gio Montana, 16 of 25. Otis Anderson, 10 of 15. And DJ Lagway, 4 of 10. Box number 6. Trayvon Diggs, 8/25. TJ Finley, 18/49. Fran Tarkenton, 14/25. Ricky Waters, 10/10. Ted McMillan, 12/15. Dante Hall, 8/10. Lewis Bond, 16/20. Roydell Williams, 15/15. Nick Anderson, 16/25. TJ Moore, 1/9. And Deuce Knight, 4/5. Jared Curtis, 16/25. Mason Holtzclaw, 5/15. Kurt Warner, 6/49. Diego Pavia, 6/49. Micah Hudson, 28/49. Shrek Kekahuna, 9/10. Jabri Barber, 5/10. Brady Cook, 6/10. 9/10. Dean Connors. Penny Boone, 1/1. And Wonderful Champ Mons, 2/10. Box number 8. Dylan Sampson, 10/25. Elijah Brown, 35/49. Trayvon Diggs, 9/25. Garrett Nussmeier, 29/49. Carnell Tate, 17/49. Antoine Wells Jr., 3/3. Benjamin Hall, 3/15. Donovan Olugbode, 2/15. LeJounte Wester, 1/25. Elijah Surratt, 23/25. And Matthew Golden, 5/25. Let's see, that's going to be our, what, 9th or 10th one of these? Roger Staubach. Boom. And per the usual, that means that you need to not sell that and instead complete the set. Good luck. We got you started, though. Jamie French, 23/25. Emmett Smith, 19/49. Vince Young, 7/10. Dylan Sampson, 2/3. Riley Leonard, 1/10. Brandon Fowler-Nicolosi, 1/7. Coy Parrish, 5/5. Josh Kelly, 10/20. Andrew Marsh, 3/15. And Cade Klubnik, 4/5. Final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Ryder Lions, 16/25. Keeler Smith Jr., 40/49. Harlan Berry, 37/49. Dan Marino, 35/49. Bill Parcells, printing play 1/1. Madden 9 Maliva, 17/20. Tyler Cherry, 8/20. Thomas Castellanos, 15/15. Jalil Farouk, 21/25. And Cam Ward, 4/5. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll move on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century in a few minutes. For the hits, Jaden Blue, Odell Beckham Jr., Curtis Rourke, Julian Edelman, Jared Curtis, Charles Haley, Jalen Daniels, Gerard Pringle, Victor Rosa, Omarion Hampton, Dalton Kincaid, Roger Staubach, LeJounte Wester, Dante Hall, Woody Marks, Eugene Wilson, Marcus Harris, Jamaria Miller, Braylon Russell, Dylan Gabriel, Raheem Sanders, Katron Allen, Cam Coleman, Dylan Gabriel, Xavier Restrepo, Caleb Jackson, Jake Brenningstool, Jackson Arnold, Raheem Sanders, Jeremiah Lenore Sellers, Jordan McLeod, Peyton Thorne, Brady Nicolosi, CJ Donaldson Jr., Kyron Jones, Tyron Tracy Jr., Tommy Walker, and Bob Greasy. Le'Veon Moss, Jaden Daniels, Art Monk, Bobby Hebert, Ali Jennings, Kellen Winslow, Joe Montana, Otis Anderson, DJ Lagway, TJ Finley, Brant Targeton, Ricky Waters, Tetaro McMillan, Dante Hall, Lewis Bond, Roydell Williams, Nick Anderson, TJ Moore, Deuce Knight, Mason Holtzcloth, Kurt Warner, Diego Pavia, Micah Hudson, Trek Kahuna, Strawberry Barber, Brady Cook, Dean Connors, Penny Boone, Wonderful Champ Mons, Elijah Brown, Trayvon Diggs, Garrett Nussmeyer, Cardinal Tate, Antoine Wallace Jr., Benjamin Hall, Donovan Lugbode, LeJontay Wester, Elijah Surratt, Matthew Golden, Jamie French, Emmett Smith, Vince Young, Dylan Sampson, Riley Leonard, Brandon Nicolosi, Coy Parrish, Josh Kelly, Andrew Marsh, Cade Klubnik, Achilles Smith Jr., Harlan Berry, Dan Marino, Bill Parcells, Madden Iamaliava, Tyler Cherry, Thomas Castellanos, Jalil Farouk, and Cam Ward. Caden Salter, George McIntyre, Faison Brandon, Sam Levitt, Dylan Gabriel, Ted McMillan, Trayvon Diggs, Jared Curtis, Dylan Sampson, Roger Staubach, 1 of 1, and Ryder Lyons. Alright, that is it for football. Thank you guys for being here on a Monday, spending a little bit of your morning with us. Well, you're on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century, followed by 2025 Leaf Independence Day Multisport at the top of the hour. Gonna get that set up and good to go. I'll be back to you guys in a few minutes. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Independence Day multisport to get into. I'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live and eBay Live. Also, you know what you know purchase SA for link down in the description. Come on. There we go. Alright. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Deuce Knight, 1 of 1. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, 1 of 1. Good way to get us started. Caden Boozer, 1 of 1. And Barry Sanders, 2 of 3. Ewan McGregor, 1 of 1. And Patrick Ewing, 1 of 1. Jim Kelly, 1 of 1. And the 4 of July, Patrick Ewing, Yao Ming, Dwight Howard, and Artis Gilmore. 1 of 1 quad auto. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 4 guys. Jose Canseco, 1 of 1. And Bob Cousy, 1 of 1. Brian Bosworth, 3 of 3. And Celebrate America, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold, Goldberg, Jake the Snake Roberts, Greg Valentine, Coco Beware, and Tito Santana. 1 of 1 Octo Auto. That'll be added to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that as well. Good luck to everybody involved. Cam Smith, 4 of 4. And Deontay Wilder, 1 of 1. You bought all the wrestlers? Every single one of them? Eddie Murray, 2 of 4. And Alex Morgan, 1 of 2. All of them. That's what I like to see. Make my life a little bit easier. Peja Stojakovic, 1 of 1. And Cameron Boozer, the other Boozer, 1 of 2. One of the, what's it, 3 in this product? And final box of the break. Box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Hope Solo, 2 of 3, and Sophia Smith, 1 of 1. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Do appreciate having y'all in here on a Monday morning. Go ahead and take care of the hit recap, and then take care of our random. For the hits, Deuce Knight, Giannis, Caden Boozer, Barreled Sanders, Ewan McGregor, Bob Cousy, Brian Bosworth, Cam Smith, Deontay Wilder, Eddie Murray, Alex Morgan, Cameron Boozer, Hope Solo, Patrick Ewing, Jim Kelly, Jose Canseco, Peja Stojakovic, and Sophia Smith. And headed to random, well, so we don't actually have to random this one apparently. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Steve Austin, Goldberg, Jake the Snake Roberts, Greg Valentine, Coco Beware, and Tito Santana. Octo Auto. Boom. And headed to random.org. Patrick Ewing, Yao Ming, Dwight Howard, and Artis Gilmore. 1 of 1 quad auto. Alright, that is it for Multisport. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century at the top of the hour. Back with that in a few minutes. We're going to head to random.org and knock this bad boy out and see who's going to be taking it home. We'll be back with random.org in a few seconds. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Gotta through your high valid force. Gotta go 7 times on the random. Quad auto 1 of 1. Patrick Ewing, Yao Ming, Dwight Howard, and Artis Gilmore. That is 6 times. Final roll. Yao Ming coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright. That is it for Multisport. We'll be back in give or take 10 minutes for 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century. Gonna get that set up and good to go. We'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B, and today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live on eBay Live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Amelia Clark. And dual press proof, Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Tyson Beckford, 4/6. Giancarlo Esposito, 1/1. Edward Furlong, 1/8. And Alec Baldwin, on card, 6/75. Paul Rudd and Barbara Eden. Jenny Garth, 6/15. Nathan Morris, 1/5. Melissa Gilbert, 5/6. And Danny Glover, on card, 59/100. Ben Stiller and Pete Best. Dale Bazeo, 2/4. Tatiana Maslany, 7/7. Deviante Gata, 3/5. And Kate Beckinsale, 1/1. Box number 4. Leon Robinson and Dan Aykroyd. Tom Wopat, 1/2. Joan Van Ark, 2/2. Juliette Lewis, 5/15. And Chris Pine, 3/3. Kate Beckinsale and Jenny McCarthy. Susan Anton, 1/3. Frank Fair, 2/4. Dominic Chianesi, 1/1. And Matthew Lillard, Drew Barrymore, Rose McGowan, Skeet Ulrich, David Arquette, and Jamie Kennedy, 1/1. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 6. Dermot Mulroney, and Giancarlo Esposito. Roger L. Jackson, 5 of 5. Selma Blair, 3 of 3. John Carpenter, 6 of 6. And Jenny McCarthy, 3 of 3. Box number 7. Carolyn Grimes and Leanne Curtis. Chris Kirkpatrick, 1 of 2. Angelica Houston, 5 of 15. Chevy Chase, 10 of 10. And Christy Swanson, 2 of 5. Tom Hiddleston and Dina Manoff. Linda Blair, 4 of 5. Nick Carter, 2 of 5. Ewan McGregor, 3 of 4. And Bryce Dallas Howard, 6 of 6. Box number 9. Dan Aykroyd and Melissa Barrera. Nick Castle, 1 of 1 auto. John Travolta, 10 of 10. Bella Ramsey, 3 of 5. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, 354 out of 500. And final box to break. Box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Marina Baccarin and Christina Applegate. Josh Henderson, 1 of 6. Dougie Doug, 24/25. Joey Fatone, 5 of 10. And dual auto, 1 of 1. Alyssa Milano and Rose McGowan. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, and we'll take care of the randoms. Are we doing any more? We are. It's a matter of getting more, which is slowly becoming more and more difficult. For the hits, Emilia Clarke, Giancarlo Esposito, Edward Furlong, Alec Baldwin, Barbara Eden, Danny Glover, Ben Stiller, Dale Bazeo, Vivian Tegata, Dan Aykroyd, Chris Pine, Frank Fair, Dominic Chianesi, Dermot Mulroney, Giancarlo Esposito, Chris Kirkpatrick, Angelica Houston, Chevy Chase, Dina Manoff, Ewan McGregor, Bryce Dallas Howard, Dan Aykroyd, Bella Ramsey, Christina Applegate, and Dougie Doug. Paul Rudd, Jenny Garth, Nathan Morris, Melissa Gilbert, Pete Best, Kate Beckinsale, Leon Robinson, Joan Van Ark, Juliette Lewis, Kate Beckinsale, Jenny McCarthy, John Carpenter, Jenny McCarthy, Carolyn Grimes, Leanne Curtis, Christy Swanson, Linda Blair, Nick Carter, Melissa Barrera, Nick Castle, John Travolta, Marina Baccarin, Josh Henderson, and Joey Fatone. Tyson Beckman, Tatiana Maslany, Tom Wopat, Susan Anton, Roger L. Jackson, Selma Blair, Tom Hiddleston, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. And headed to random.org. Dual press proof printing plate, Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller. Dual auto, 1 of 1, Alyssa Milano and Rose McGowan. And sextuple auto, Matthew Lillard, Drew Barrymore, Rose McGowan, Skeet Ulrich, David Arquette, and Jamie Kennedy. 1 of 1. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here and being part of the break as always. Spending a little bit of your Monday here with us. Look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We're going to head to random.org real quick and knock these 3 out. We'll be back with that in just a moment. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 9 times on the the mystery redemption not give. That is actually true. We did not have a mystery redemption. That is the very first time I've seen that. We're going to go 9 times on the random. Starting off with Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller. That is 8 times. Final roll. Ben Stiller coming out on top. Congratulations on the printing plate. Next up, Alyssa Milano, Rose McGowan, dual auto. That is 8 times. Final row. Alyssa Milano coming out on top. Congratulations on that one. And finally, sextuple auto, Matthew Lillard, Drew Barrymore, Rose McGowan, Skeet Ulrich, David Arquette, and Jamie Kennedy. That is 8 times on a row. Drew Barrymore coming out on top. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break here with us. Really do appreciate it. Look forward to having you back in here sometime soon. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. You'll have a great start to your week.